Today is a day for rejoicing, at least for now. P. Diddy finally got himself, arrested fully. They're trying to charge him. He's got to go to court. I think it's today. I can't remember, but they will not. They have him on no bond. And his lawyer, unfortunately, devil's advocate over here, is, fighting to appeal it to let him at least be on house arrest, which is, they're saying no, they don't want to do that because of the fact he's a flight risk. He could literally escape, and they don't want him to. If that's the case, he'd fold. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of stuff come out of this because right now there's associates attached to this and other rappers, other high, profile people that are in Hollywood basically or in the music scene, stuff like that, that are a part of this. Now, if you don't know the full story, I'll go ahead and say this. If you know who Weinstein is, kind of think like him, but like more evil, which I didn't think was possible. So basically what they have in common is they were trafficking people in a way, while basically, making people do things for certain things. Now, Diddy went a few steps further. He was actually basically paying people to be in these, what they called freak-offs, freak parties and stuff, and he recorded like a psychopath, like everything. Now, a small clip went around the internet for a little while about, the accusations of him, being accused basically of hitting women. Now, he denied it and denied it and denied it. Well, a video came out with one of his exes. The only thing I could do is show you this quick little screenshot of him, what was going on. He was running through the hotel, and he proceeded to kick, stomp, and just literally beat on her. And that's where we get into what I covered in a previous video, which was his apology, which was really horrible, and I'm going to give you the abridged version since I still actually have the screen recording.
It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life. But sometimes you got to do that. I was fucked up. I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy, going to rehab. I had to ask God for his mercy and grace. I'm so sorry, but I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry.
So that was the apology. Oh, I'm owning up to everything. This, that, and the other. He's hiding behind, Christianity as a shield, which I really, really find distasteful. I hate people that use religion as like the cure-all, and usually it's to feed towards weak-minded people to be like, oh, see, he's turning to God. He's such a good Christian man. Yeah, he's a Christian man that went and forced what we know of, allegedly, hundreds of people into really dark fantasies he had. Now, if he was willing to openly beat on this person, on camera at a hotel, and I guess paid everybody off for many years, I don't know what went on behind the scenes. People are stating this was pretty messed up. Oh, and then something I didn't know is that they found, while raiding his house, over 1,000 bottles of like lubes, lotions, all sorts of things. Now, I don't know if you want to do the math. It may have been 100 or 1,000, don't matter. We'll just say 100. Let's go ahead, for argument's sake, say 100. Do you know how big a bottle of lube is? Do you know how big a bottle of lotion is? Do you know how much you have to go through for that stuff to actually have to be in a back catalog in your own house for 100 bottles, let alone 1,000? You would have to be going through at least quite a few handful of nasty, full-on orgies every single day. And if he was just doing these on weekends, Jesus, those had to be massive. So I don't know how he's gotten away with it for 30 years. So yeah, another turn of events. Apparently this has been going on for 30 years. How he's hidden it that long, nobody even knows. The only thing we do know about these alleged crimes is that there was a whole line of people involved. Associates that were basically finding these people and selling them, essentially, covering it up, buying him illicit, fun powders, stuff like that, illegal substances, and supplying him with lube, supplying him with some light shows. That was what, I don't know why the lights, like lighting setup and camera work, was like the thing that bothered me more. I think because it doesn't mix into this. It's like they had a list, and it's like, oh, he's a deviant, so yeah, of course he has drugs, and he's abusing these people. But lighting, he's doing a whole snuff film at this point. Well, minus the bodies, but pretty much that's literally like I couldn't comprehend it. He had a production team basically filming his crimes, and only a handful of people have been arrested so far. Now, I also want to let you know that it is kind of weird, but there is a picture of him and Weinstein kind of like, haha. So I don't know if there was like a little wink wink behind the scenes because of that, but yeah, all this stuff coming out is absolutely just, crazy. Now, I know it's not, like, it goes without saying. There's probably plenty of people that just haven't outed yet that are just like this. I'd have to say Diddy and Weinstein are probably at the, like, tip of the iceberg. We still have plenty of people, the people that are actually handing these people off. And a lot of people have been trying to expose them for years. I didn't know that. It's been a kind of well-known thing, or a well-known kept secret. There's, I'm not going to name names because I don't want to get into legal problems. But if you know, there's a list of people, high-profile people, that you will see with what you would literally call them the potential victims of, like, the casting couch thing. No, it's not just a porn reference. I was actually asked that by somebody. It was a real deal with, like, Weinstein. But basically, what happens is these high-profile people that have, like, their own talk shows and stuff, they'll get introduced to smaller, new creators or, actors, music artists, and Diddy would be included in that. Basically, they would have people that would try to get them comfortable and then essentially hand them off to their perpetrator. So that's what happened with Weinstein. That's what's happened pretty much with him. People would go and get comfortable with these people in this alleged situation. Weinstein completely criminalized, so he did do it. But these other said people, which everybody has different opinions on who it could be, but basically they get familiarized with the victims and get them kind of pushed more towards and influence them to have these, these terrible situations, basically. That's the best way to put it. That's the most appropriate way to put it. I don't have the best terms to be able to use, but you can use your imagination and connect the dots of what happened after that. But yeah, these wild Diddy parties weren't just some kind of meme. There was victims involved. And, like, I don't mean to laugh. It's not like a laughing situation. It's just so obscure and wild that it's almost unbelievable. But yeah, stuff like this happens every day, and it's becoming more and more prevalent that we're seeing it being exposed day in and day out now. I mean, you got YouTubers being exposed as frauds and fakes, selling to children when they're not supposed to. You got people that are supposed to be trusted, big dudes in the industry as apparently, bending them over. And that's the weird thing. It was supposed to be a lot of women. I actually thought it was all the guys. I thought he was doing it to all the, head big honcho rap stars. That was what my impression was. But come to find out, no, could have been further from the truth. Well, he probably still did it, but his parties apparently was with quite literally in the trade, in the S-trade. In the trade of, non-consensual prostitution, basically. And for it to lead to that, I don't get why a man with such money and fame, you could pick literally anything. You could go buy women legally legally speaking. You could literally go drown any type of sugar baby in money, and I'm pretty sure they would sleep with you. I mean, you have money. Boogie 2988 was able to get on a sugar service for, $60,000 easily. Diddy's got millions. He could spend 60 grand a day on sugar babies and never get bored. But apparently, I guess with money, power, and fame comes being a deviant because, like I said, left and right, more and more of these elite type people are being exposed every day by the sick and twisted stuff they do. And this is just, like I said, tip of the iceberg stuff. I'm ready to see what other people are going to be exposed for being in a situation like this, because if his lawyer fails and he's get charged, they find him guilty, and it's like, oh, no way out unless you expose everything, which I don't know if he'll get the cameras didn't work treatment. There's a lot of people that would be exposed that have to be attached to this. Like I said, there would be handlers, there would be people that bought him all the stuff to set this stuff up, the people that were handling the people coming in, pushing them towards him. There's got to be paper trails that he's trying to hide. Now, they said he has a lot of footage, so I assume they've gotten a hold of his, computers and all his, digital hard drive, stuff like that. I assume they got a hold of it, so That's something that is going to be probably exposed, but they'll do like a almost like a, you know, a PG version where they'll just explain the explicitness. But yeah, guys, that's basically the gist of it. I'm a little sleepy, so I don't see me probably carrying this video on too much longer. I need to get a shower and go to bed. But yeah, that's about all I got to say. Y'all have a good one.